Welcome back to the 4-Year Best Self podcast. I am thrilled and proud to be hosting and introducing Dr. Alexandra Grammenos, who needs no introduction to a lot of the Space Coast as a native, born and raised in Indialantic.
Yes, Indialantic.
And she has joined our synergistic team of practitioners at Dermatology Plastic Surgery as our newest board certified dermatologist. Newest does not mean lack of experience. She's been in dermatology for 7 years and she's in her 5th year of practice. So welcome.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Dr. Alexandra Grammenos is going to talk so we can get to know her a little bit better. She's going to talk about some of our newest exciting technology, which is SkinMap, and let us get to know her a little bit, her hobbies and training.
Sure, absolutely. I'm very excited to be on the podcast and to have joined the practice with all these amazing providers. I am very passionate about skin health as well as my family and, being a member of the Space Coast family. So I'm really excited to join the team.
That was really clear at our last event. You were able to join us at the Wine, Women, and Shoes.
Yes.
And it was just nice to see what a warm welcome. And I mean, people were coming up out of everywhere to just greet. It wasn't an introduction. It was a genuine excitement that she was there and back.
Yes,
all
my
Coast
fellow moms from soccer when I was playing, so it was really nice.
Yes. As a fellow athlete, I could just see the love and the camaraderie that you had, and
that was all good things.
Yes, all good things.
So, in terms of my training, which you asked,
yes,
I went through high school here, obviously in the Space Coast, and then I went to medical school at Novo Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
So did my husband.
Oh, yeah. I
Nova
think you
grad.
mentioned that. Yes. And then intern year at Broward Health in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And then I did my dermatology residency in conjunction with the Kansas City University. They have a affiliate program in Orlando. I did my 3 years there, and then I've been practicing in Vero Beach and kind of came home now to practice long term. So really looking forward to it.
And we've known you as physicians and colleagues for at least 4 years now, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So we've had it's not a new relationship, and we're excited to welcome her into the practice.
Yes, I'm very excited. Thank you.
And what do you like to do in your free time?
So free time and also evening time and every time. I've got 2 little girls. They're 2.5 and 5 months.
Wow.
So my husband and I are busy. We spend a lot of time outdoors enjoying the Space Coast. We boat, beach, fish, just do a lot of stuff outside with our families and extended families, and while always being very sun smart. That's kind of what I like talking to patients about. You can enjoy this beautiful area that we live while also, protecting yourself and your health of the family.
I loved that part about getting to know you is I think we're inundated with images of, people afraid, especially dermatologists and people in the aesthetic world, to be afraid to go outside. And it's just, we know that it's good for our brains and our emotional selves and our mental and physical well-being to be outside. So it was so nice to hear that you are enjoying this wonderful paradise that we're so fortunate to live in.
For sure. Yes.
We always say, gosh, like we live where people vacation and we work where people vacation. That's truly special. I just got back from vacation and everyone's like, oh, that must have been really hard. I'm like, actually, it was wonderful. Like both are great, and that's really special.
You're always happy to come home.
Yeah. And so what are your hot tips on maybe like 3 takeaways for the audience when you're outside, like just those sun smarts?
I would say number 1 is prepare. So with little ones and all the excess things that come with beach and boat trips with little children, I always say sun shirts, sun protective clothing is your first line of defense. That kind of stops the need for frequent reapplication of sunscreen. That's also good for, gentlemen that don't always love to reapply when they're out sweating, fishing. A sun shirt, sun hat, wearing a buff when you're fishing, all of those things can protect your skin really well. Also, pick the hours of the day that you're out and about. A benefit of kind of following a nap schedule is that peak sun time is time you're inside. So that's
Yes.
a really good thing. So try going early, going in the evening.
Yes.
That's also really good as well.
Yeah.
And I am a huge supporter of mineral sunscreen. So just doing a
Yes.
physical blocker of titanium dioxide or um,
Zinc.
zinc
Yeah.
zinc there.
Absolutely.
They can really help a lot.
Yeah, I always tell patients, I'm like, if you think about it, if the chemical ingredients are bad for the reef,
Yes.
they're bad for our skin. So
Definitely.
I always lean on titanium and zinc, and even good brands. If you look at a wall of sunscreen, 90% of them are chemical. So just look
Yes.
for that active ingredient, zinc titanium.
Yeah, and in our office too, we have a lot of like medical grade sunscreens
Yes.
as well, and they're really good for patients who have unfortunately encountered, skin cancers in their past. So it's kind of really smart on both ends.
Yeah, and you guys are lucky at the Vidina location, which is your home base. You have
Yes.
Dr. Saluja's sunscreen,
Oh yes.
which is locally made
Mhm.
mineral sunscreen. So that's a win-win.
Yes, definitely.
And I also love that clothing has gotten so much better as far as
It's getting cute.
coverage.
Yes.
Coverage. Yeah, we're all in our onesies. Well, awesome. Thank you for those tips. As I had mentioned, Dr. Alex Grammenos is at our newest location. That is Vidina Drive, and that is behind Vieira Hospital. If you go to our website, www.fororbestself.com, we have all the addresses, a phone call, a contact us. There's many, many ways to get a hold of that office and get that location. Tell us a little bit about what drew you to dermatology
Sure, absolutely.
in general, and kind of why that was your calling as a medical specialty.
I like the aspect of it really led you be a master of your craft, and the skin is the body's largest organ, and it's often the first line of defense and the first indicator something is going awry. Skin cancers can often be some of the deadliest cancers, so I like having a field where I could encourage patients to have early interventions and get them treated and be able to cure medical ailments that they had. And I also really like that you can have a relationship for life with patients. I see kids as young as 1 all the way up through our, most special senior population. So I can really foster relationships with the whole family, and that's very fulfilling for me.
That's beautiful. And we do recommend, we are credentialed with most insurances, and most insurances will cover a annual skin check.
Definitely.
So our office can easily help you navigate. If you call to schedule, they can verify your insurance over the phone. We really want to make this seamless for you and your family to get scheduled, and the care prevention is absolutely key. Which is a nice segue into SkinMap.
Yes,
prevention.
I'm really excited about this.
So SkinMap is a new-ish technology, but it has a lot of science backing, and it's a mobile-based platform for total body photography. So that's sometimes abbreviated to TBP. So it's a system that captures and tracks minute changes of skin over time. So it's 360 photography that's done. It's all HIPAA privacy compliant, and it is the most sensitive way to detect any small changes or new changes of skin over time.
Yes.
And this is now live at our Vidina location. So tell us a little bit about how that's integrated into
Absolutely.
kind of your practice.
So, patients can think like, what would this look like now integrated into my full body skin check? So you'll come to the office as you usually would. One of our wonderful medical assistants will bring you back. They will set up the camera and take these photos, and they actually serve as a wonderful resource for us because you'll still have your normal full body skin check with your credentialed provider. And then if there's any spots, that we with our trained eye say, this looks funny or this appears to have changed, we have this wonderful resource where they can actually do like photo overlap and photo comparison with either each year's SkinMap, and they can see, like you said, 1 to 2 millimeter changes in moles, changes in color, changes in size. So it's a really great resource to, advocate for your patient to say, hey, this has changed. Let's biopsy this. Let's promote early intervention.
Right. I think a lot of patients are anxious about the procedure of the biopsy,
Of
you know,
course.
the numbing, the needle, the healing, and the, you know, is it necessary, right? So this is
Definitely.
kind of a tool that can support that clinically trained eye, to say, yes, let's a stronger indication of biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I'm excited.
And I think for us, we want to be really judicious stewards of your finances and your care and how we approach patients. So this allows us to really utilize both technology and our own clinical experience to provide you with the best care possible, um, as well as taking into account your comfort level in procedures.
Absolutely. So SkinMap is live at the Vidina location.
Yes.
And then a fun little plug is there is a local connection because one of our established patient's sons, she shared with me, helped create the technology. So I think that's really
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. And something I do want to note, because patients will often ask this, it is HIPAA compliant. I know we are taking photos, but they are saved on a secure server. They are not accessible on any iCloud, and it's nothing that patients ever need to be concerned or wary about having these, you know, more open photos taken of their body. They're very secure. They will be safe, and oftentimes they can be life-saving.
Absolutely. Segue into detection, you know, that is life-saving. So getting your annual skin check. Melanoma is on the rise.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you know, we see patients 20s, 30s, younger. And if we catch melanoma in its earliest stages, the 5-year survivability can be close to 99%.
Definitely.
If it is detection is delayed and it has spread, that number goes down significantly. So I think clearly the gold standard is a trained, credentialed dermatology practitioner, but it is also exciting to have the added technology to track and monitor these minuscule changes over time. So I think that is anything else to say about melanoma from your perspective?
I often, you know, really advocate for my age group of patients, you know, women and men in their, you know, 30s. There was a time, you know, we all were could fall victim to doing indoor tanning, and any instance of indoor tanning prior to the age of 30 increases your risk of melanoma by 75%.
Guilty.
Which is, I know, it's just terrible to even think about. But it's a real stat. So, you know, if unfortunately you've made those mistakes in your past, this is a really good way to kind of help mediate that. And also, something that's very interesting is that in women under 30, so our youngest kind of still, you know, you're coming up in the world, the risk of melanoma is up by 50% since the 80s. So we are better with our skin, with our sunscreen and being sun smart, but these melanoma rates are still going up. So just because, you know, you've been smart in the past doesn't mean you don't need to come in at least for a yearly skin check. The peace of mind is so important, and we will always try to accommodate our patients.
Absolutely. Paired with detection, you know, we can talk a little bit about, we touched a little bit on skincare products. You know, we carry, I'd say, the leading brands in medical grade skincare products. I think Isden is a really exciting one.
I love the Isden line because they have so many different facets to their line. You have sunscreen, you have an oral supplement to promote skin and sun health.
Yes.
They have the makeup line. There's so many different products, and they really are very accessible to all age groups.
Yeah, I'm a real nerd on this one because I will always tell patients. I'm surprised how many patients don't wear sunscreen daily.
Crazy, right?
But then they, you know, oh, if I go outside, and it's like, are you on a computer? And they're like, yes, 8 to 10 hours a day. Or, you know, if you're on a screen. And the fact that blue light is so much deeper penetrating,
definitely
damaging to the skin. And I think Isden is a beautiful product because it has the mineral. And we also have the Dr. Sluja sunscreen that's mineral. So I think those are great options. but I always say the repairazomes in the sunscreen that won the
Mhm.
Nobel Prize in chemistry for repairing DNA that leads to skin cancer. I like that's exciting. Like you
I
can
tell
actually
that, yes, to almost every one
yes,
of my skin checks. I'm like, if you're here,
yeah,
you've had a precancer.
yes,
Unfortunately, a lot of the damage is done. Let's try to prevent and promote skin health
repair.
with this. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, it's super exciting. So, and I would say patients that are consistent and coming back, we see their skin health improve. Like
Oh,
it's
definitely.
over time, and I think that's one of the most rewarding things in our jobs is you can visually see the skin health
Definitely. Your
get better.
good habits can be seen, in the mirror, and that's
Yeah.
huge. And just with small interventions, you don't need a 10-step regimen every morning and night. Just good few products
Yeah.
make a huge difference for you.
And I do want to say, I forgot to say, if you're on video, you can witness, even with the boating and the outdoor loving, Dr. Grammenos' skin is amazing.
I'm a ghost.
So
It's
she's doing
fine.
she's doing all the things and still
Well, I appreciate that.
has great skin. So it's possible. You're giving us hope.
Thank you, thank you.
So we talked about prevention, and then I just wanted to talk about the easy ways to schedule with Dr. Grammenos. Our direct phone number did I write it down? Our direct phone number to her Vidina location is 321-441-8332. Our website, www.foryourbestself.com, is an amazing resource. It's going to have all our locations, contact us forms, fill that out. Our staff will reach out to you and get you scheduled. They can review your insurance and make sure. That being said, we also offer very competitive self-pay rates for people that choose to not have insurance or don't have active coverage. Please do not use that as a reason to not get your skin checked.
Definitely.
We want to make it accessible, so those rates are completely reasonable. So self-pay rates. So yeah, just reach out, get your skin checked, please.
I will say one additional point is that we really want to make our schedules work for all patients. So we have hours, really a wide range of hours. If a patient calls and they're established with us, you have a skin concern, I am the type of person that says, just come on in. I have same day, next day, same week fit-in spots. Our practice is really there to serve you. That's why we're here. That's why Dr. Solution, Dr. Novo have been so successful, is just because they provide, 5-star service for patients, and that's kind of what we want to continue doing in the Vidina location. So we really want to be your resource to, for cosmetics, of course, but also for your health as well.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, of
And
course.
also, as a surgeon, I want to credential Dr. Grammenos as an outstanding surgeon,
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
she
so
has
sweet.
a lot of skill, and she's ready and available to do skin cancer surgery. And I know we've been reviewing cases and collaborating already,
definitely.
and just saying this is a great one. And I know you're already seeing patients for that too.
Yes. We're actually, I found out when I left on Thursday, almost booked out for a month for surgery,
Woo!
which is wonderful. And I think that's a benefit of our practice is we
Yes.
have so many different skill sets.
Yes.
So you can come to see us and you can stay with us.
Yes.
And, you're getting that really synergistic care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. If you're available, Dr.
This is
Grammenos
fun.
and I are going to be at a fall night market Friday at Venezia Wine Bar, 4 to 9, part of Thrive local event.
Yes.
So come on by, say hi. We'd love to chat in person. Otherwise, check out our Instagram handle, our practice at Dr. Suluja _ Dr. Novo, our website, and share this podcast if you know someone that needs to get their skin checked. All right. Thank you for listening.
Bye.